What does the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000!
Yeah. Okay. Young Money. Just kidding. So what's going on, everybody? It's your boy DrMcNastee KE, and in case you ain't know, the KE stand for kill everything. That mean your dog, your cat, and definitely this game. But anyways, man, just a real quick gameplay and all that. Call of Duty goes, playing in Overlord with my favorite gun, the AK-12, and a few crazy ass classes. Every now and then I'll pick up some random dude when I drop them. It's just it's a good habit, I guess, to get into. Look at this. And for some odd reason, the only person I could kill in this game is this like, look at this. What like, my aim is terrible, but they just kept spawning the guy right there. And I mean, I don't know, but I was having fun with Call of Duty Ghosts, and you know, something happened recently. For one, I finally got rid of my Xbox 360. It was one of those, you know, hard moments. Me and my Xbox have gone through so much, especially as a gamer. You don't really realize just how much you're gonna miss a system until you have to let it go. Like for me, me and my original Xbox, the regular Xbox, the first Xbox, the original Xbox One, I guess the One Xbox, I don't even know what to call it anymore. But the original Xbox, like, we didn't really have that much of an attachment, because when I had it, I mean, I was still like a teenager and all that, and I guess you don't really appreciate things. But I let one of my boys borrow it like a dumbass, never saw it again, or whatever the case is, you know. And like, the funny thing is, this dude borrowed the Xbox, and now he really just like assumed that we can no longer be friends, and that he cannot come over, not like that, you know. And I told him, I was like, dude, I don't really care that much about the Xbox. You know, at the time, like, yeah, I was still gaming, but it wasn't even that serious for me to like it was more of like him and my other boy would come over all the time because they wanted to play Xbox. So, you know, later on, this dude said something like he gave it to his nephew or something. And I told him I didn't really care, man. Like, it was so long ago, dude. Like you know, come and hang out with your boy. But, you know, I didn't really have that much of a connection with the first Xbox like that. Now, I finally bought the Xbox 360 after that came out, and you know, ever since then it was kind of like Bill and Ted, Beavis and Butthead. You know, I mean, we was always together. Everywhere I would go, my Xbox would go. And how did I not see that guy behind me? Okay, so he was my teammate, that's why. But everywhere I would go, my Xbox would go. You know, I went to Japan, my Xbox was there. I went to South Carolina, my Xbox was there. I went to California for 3 years, my Xbox was there. I come to North Carolina, my Xbox is there. So it's always been with me, you know. And I guess you kind of get used to that blanket. You get used to that feeling that it's always gonna be there. Now, recently, my Xbox, I mean, I guess like I look at it like a pet dog or something like that. Like, my Xbox recently was it was showing some symptoms, you know. There was a time where I turned it on and there was just a weird green screen and all that, and I could tell that there was probably a problem with the HDMI port. But it showed me a weird green screen. The audios worked just fine, everything was fine, and then, you know, I switched like stuff around a little bit, and it's, you know, it started working again. Like, I could hear it coughing and everything, and you know, it just looked like it was at the end of its lifespan. But I got it back, you know. I brought it back. I gave it the defibrillator, you know, and I brought it back. Now, because GameStop, like, and I don't even know why they did this, but GameStop had the 90% sale, where they gave you 90% credit for power-up rewards, people, and all that stuff. They had that on the 17th, which means that if I'm ever gonna turn in a console, that was the time. So I kind of didn't feel like I had a choice, you know. GameStop kind of did me dirty like that. They could have waited a little bit longer, since the Xbox One doesn't come out till the 22nd. And you know, to me the way it feels is like, it's like when your dog dies, you know, or you know, your dog dies and then underneath it you find a baby or something like that, and now you feel like you have to take care of this baby too, or whatever, or you know, whatever the case may be. That's kind of what you feel like. You feel a attachment to this new console. That's kind of how I feel for this new console, man. Like, I feel like I need to experience this. I need to share the same experiences I got with the older console. You know, I need to have fun with it and enjoy it just as much as I enjoyed the previous one. So I'm hoping that the Xbox One, I know it probably is gonna have some issues from the get, but you know, that's just one of those things you deal with. You don't just throw away a system just because of that. I mean, as of right now, PlayStation is having a few issues. I mean, some pretty bad firmware issues from what I hear. You know, but that's not gonna deter the users. Like, it's the people who are pro PlayStation, you know, who are real diehard PlayStation fans, won't really just give it up just because it's having a few bumps and bruises at the beginning. It's one of those things you expect. You know, you expect that to happen, and you know that you have faith that your company is gonna go back and fix it. So hopefully they fix that. And as much as I expect it from the Xbox One, I also expect them to actually take charge and decide, hey, you know, this is what's going on with PlayStation. Let's learn something from it. You know, and shout outs to Xbox, to Microsoft, because of that Twitter shout out that they gave PlayStation. I thought that was actually pretty, like, it was pretty tight, because that's never been done before. You know, from company to company, that's never been done before. Something as small as that was like a movement. You know, it's like letting people know, hey, it's okay to, you know, support your console, and it's also okay to support the other people. It's not that bad, you know. We need this competition, and Microsoft definitely needs the competition. The reason why is because they're basically their own competition with PC. Like, PC people talk trash about Xbox, but in reality, I mean, at the end of the day, it's Microsoft versus Microsoft. The only reason that they probably even come out with a console is just simply so that they can create competition with themselves, you know. Because when you create competition with yourselves, one, you create more jobs, two, you create more of a market. You can maintain that market. You gain experience. You gain people who support you. You know, and I think that's what they were going for. Anyway, man, it's your boy DrMcNastee KE, and I'm out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do me a favor, if you like the video, like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll be back with some more gameplays. And I'm out.